An entrepreneur, by definition, that's a person who starts a new business venture. Usually that's also someone pretty grown up, but not always. Sienna introduces us to an entrepreneur who was dreaming big, even before he knew how to ride a bike.
A lemonade stand on a hot summer day. We all remember doing it as a kid. I bet you never realized all of the valuable business skills you can learn from a couple of lemons.
It was actually a great business lesson because you learned about inventory, planning, you learned about budgeting, you learned about financials, and for me it was the most exciting because we were the most profitable lemonade stand on my street.
Ben's been an entrepreneur for, well, his whole life, starting with lemonade stands. At the age of 12, Ben combined his early love of business and computers to start his first company.
I took my hobby and I really started learning about web design. I taught myself different web programming languages, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and so forth. What I did is I had a really lucky break in that I built a website that was all online video games for free.
He wasn't kidding when he said lucky break. Ben's gaming site became popular very quickly, but being so young and successful presented its challenges.
When you're 13, it's very difficult to be able to call up advertisers and say, hey, you guys want to advertise on my website? It's really cool. So I took a partner at that time who helped sell my advertisements, helped put in some of the initial investment for the websites, the servers, and everything, and we built the company from there.
Ben began to get recognized for his accomplishments. Along with receiving several awards, he was soon grabbing the attention of the media. Ben then set his sights on the airwaves. He helped create and host a teen radio show.
We ran a syndicated show for 2 years. For us, it wasn't as much the celebrities, it was much getting a real honest opinion from teenagers. So we would interview teenagers who were like student body leaders, class leaders, and so forth, and getting their opinion on the stock market, getting their opinion on politics, getting their opinion on the news that was changing the world.
This all happened around 9/11. Ben says that the radio show served as a unique outlet for teens to express their feelings.
And there was a lot of concerns about what's happening next, what does the youth think about this, and it was very cool to hear class leaders, students be able to talk about that.
With his business adventures, schoolwork, family life, and friends to keep up with, Ben always needed to be organized.
I really learned the value of time management at an early age, where there would be times where I would have to sneak out to the bathroom to take a phone call, where I'd have to be checking my voicemail at lunchtime, where when school was over I had to hop onto a conference call. It was really being able to schedule my time.
By the time college rolled around, Ben swore he would take it easy, but he couldn't stay still for long.
I ended up going to Boston University, and during the summer of between freshman and sophomore year, I wrote my book, Conversations with Teen Entrepreneurs. And then sophomore year at BU, I started my next company, Search Rate Technologies.
So, what's he up to now?
These days, I advise other young entrepreneurs like myself on different businesses and companies.
Ben believes in paying it forward. His passion is helping other young entrepreneurs see their dreams become reality.
When you have an idea that's on a napkin, it's just so exciting to actually see that become a real company with offices, employees, products, revenue, customers. There's very little downside to starting a business, and there's a lot of upside if you're successful. One of the great things about businesses is that failure is not only good, but it's accepted.
And his advice for teens looking to jump into the entrepreneur world?
Well, if you want to be an entrepreneur or if you want to start a business, you have to get used to hearing the word no. And then get used to figuring out a way to get them to say yes.
Ben hopes his story inspires teens to take a chance, because anything's possible. If you'd like to learn more about Ben, log on to our website and follow the link.